For everybody wondering, here is our progress check. Fire Ravi is just holding a couple of pieces from the destruction set. You don't really need to care for her build. She's like a pretty strong unit. As long as you don't march into PvP with this build, you'll do fine. This is our Great the Gross unit. I'm probably going to raise him myself. This is one of our fully decked selectors. This is the Bologna. Arbiter Vildra is still our main carry. Angelica is still our Wyvern main tank. Ray's gear is probably going to float between him and Tamarine. Same with the Rod of Amaryllis. He'll get gear when he needs it, and when he doesn't, Tamarine's getting it. Alexa is the main Wyvern DPS. I've managed to replace some of her gear. Funnily enough, this build is actually like 90+% clear rate. So it really shows you like build does not get you that far. And most of my clear rate just came from leveling up my Daydream Joker. So if you just go ahead and supplement that with high crit damage, you'll do just fine. Furious is on the same thing. Epic Dash Pass. Yeah, let's pick up Destina from this because we got 2 days left on this thing. It's between Destina or Rolana, but I think in our spot, like because we're more PvP centric, I think Destina is probably a little bit more important, so let's pick her up. I had pretty much nothing. So yesterday I hit 2. Now these aren't going to be like the 2 most useful characters for you, but if you're just trying to hit like masters, they'll be fine. I think out of all of these, the only ones that's really worth doing is Arowell and Ross. Start Specialty quest. This is a contradiction. Objection. So while we're doing everything else, we have to keep this in the back of our mind. Like, you don't have to put a lot of attention to this. The ones where it's like, give this amount of this thing. Make sure we catch every urgent quest, which we should be anyway. And then defeat 100 Order of the Shield Soldiers in South Wetherick Moor with Arowell. What in God's name? So a lot of people don't know like where I'm getting a Jenua from on this playthrough. And people are like, but you can't pick him on the selector. Jenua's story banner comes up in a week from today that I'm recording this. So by the time you're watching this on YouTube, he's probably either got 4 days left or he's up. And you get this currency by just doing these side stories. I feel like for people who don't have Jenua or new players, new accounts like mine, like this is a really easy way to get Jenua. And then with your artifact selector, you pick up a Wind Rider and then you're going Sky. Floor 60, okay, beat that. That's really good. Really want to get that cleared out because now we have this to do. You get this. This is very important. You want to pick this up. Milestone in time, because what that does is you want to go to Recruit, you want to go Connections, you want to go to Tamarine, purchase Bittersweet Dessert Festival. Okay, bet. Bittersweet Dessert Festival. Okay, can't fuck it up now. All right, let's go. Once we clear, I'm pretty sure that's the last thing and we get our Tamarine. I think it's been in the game for like about 3 years. Oh, is this the event where like you would have to go actually read the visual novel and like go make the right choices and hit all the endings to clear? I did all the reputation. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so we just did all of that. Please tell me we get our Tamarine now. So basically within 20 minutes, we can literally get one of the most useful units. Like, you can say what you want about Bree, but this one isn't even hard. You can just pick this one up, and now you're chilling for anything from Raid to Nightmare Raid to Hell Raid to Abyss. Like, we're good. So for Tamarine Molagoras, it's really just this first. Like, you want 1 turn cooldown on the ultimate, so it's 8 turns. You might think 8 turns is a lot, but anytime she does anything, it lowers the cooldown by another turn. So in reality, it's just 4 turns. You don't ever touch the S1, and then you get the S2 as high as you can. It's really worth. Honestly, 001 is your like early phase Molagor, 031 is your mid phase, and your end phase is 071. So once you guys get these things going on your new account, on your shiny spanking new account, it just goes like this, right? You're running Wyvern on your 10 or 15 repeat, you're just collecting gear, extracting, selling if you need gold or charms, and then you go do story, go do Abyss, go do literally anything else, go do raid. For most newer accounts, I actually don't recommend you do this because I think during the event, we're gonna get a buffed up version of the Epic Dash buff where like they juice it up by another 20%. But because we got so many leaves just now, I'm actually gonna turn this on and then change charge energy to leaves. So this way, like, we're gonna be getting more gear passively, more EXP as we're doing stuff like Abyss, as we're doing stuff like Story, because we still need to just start grinding on both. Because hopefully by the end of this period for Automaton Tower, we can just hit way higher. So it's an 85 piece of gear you can't ever reforge. It says 2 to 5, but like the 5 here is like 0.0048% chance. It rolls like level 70 gear. It's basically a fake level 70 gear. I don't think you're ever rolling these in 2024. Yeah, like you definitely want to be rushing Abyss during the epic dash, especially after you get Tamarine, you get your Bologna. It's so free. You get extra gold, and then the Sky Stone's just gonna help you pull all the units on a good roll, a shop refresh, like a good 20 summons, right? A good 10 summons if you're just buying it straight up. I'm now getting questions in chat about how I am at Abyss floor 84. All I want to say, guys, it's not that deep. 84 isn't like super crazy or anything. JFam was 90 by the first week, right? Which is kind of where you want to be because it gives you even more Sky Stones. The way to do Abyss is you can literally auto with your whatever team, right? If you're running Arbiter Vildred, then Arbiter Vildred. If not, then Free Spiriteria until 60. And when you get 60, you get your one free key to Book of Memories, which unlocks Tamarine. And when you get your Tamarine, you can just auto it all the way up to like roughly about 89 to 90. Like 89 and 90 might require a little bit of manualing if your gear isn't there, but like you just auto it all the way up. And you guys saw me play. Like at most, I'm like maybe changing a target 1 or 2 times. That's it. And once you get your Abyss stages and you get your Adventures and Heroes Path register, like all good, you're good. Very, very importantly that you guys start this ASAP after you clear 21010. Start Fallen Lands. Fallen Lands is when you complete it is how you get your Death Dealer Ray, because you get a selector with all of the 5 stars in here, right? Which is Elena, Ray, Pavel, Koeric, Vivian, Lilius, and Violet. You really only have 2 good choices here, which is Lilius and Ray if you don't have them. And if you already have everything important, like it doesn't really matter what you pick up. You can pick up Koeric. Violet's a fun character, and Sage Vivian's pretty strong as well recently in RTA after her buff. So you can kind of pick up whatever you want. What items do you pick up from Huche Secret Shop? So this is really simple. Anytime there's like the timed leaves thing, you always pick up the leaves. 1 leaf is 30 Sky Stones. If you refresh your energy, a leaf refreshes 80 and 30 Sky Stones refresh 60. So if you can buy a leaf for 30 Sky Stones, it means you're getting 30% extra stamina, and they all scale the same way, which means this is basically a 30% off leaf. So you just buy it. Same with these. They work very similarly. This is 35 each, so it's not as big of a discount. The leaves are never a scam. Epic Equipment Charm. You could buy this, but I definitely don't recommend it. I would say the Mystic Metals are really worth, because that's just how you get really good units, right? I almost always buy this. The random level 85 equipment, I think it's pretty scam. You need a perfect boot, ring, or necklace for me to want to dump 1,100 Sky Stones on something that has a chance of low rolling. Like if it's something like this on Destruction set, I might think about it. You know what I mean? But a chess piece, nah. Like I'm gonna need a perfect ring or necklace or boot. Reforge material if you're really down bad, sure. Otherwise, nah. Greater artifact charm. There's actually a case to be made about it because it's very, very time gated. Almost no good other way to level up your artifacts, right? I've shown you guys the other way to get artifact charms in the first video, so there's always gonna be that. Huche's lucky boxes is actually one of my favorite things to buy because it's almost always really worth. If you look at the drop rate, it's actually really good. I would say the only thing that sucks that you don't want to get is the Powder of Knowledge. Like the 5 Powder of Knowledge, 8% chance really sucks, but the other 92% chance is almost always better than 100 Sky Stones. Like 5 leaves for 100? That's 20 leaves per sky, or 20 Sky Stones per leaf. Like that's so value. I'll take that, shit. Greater accessory charms, like that's right side charms, we take that. 3 leaves, not as good, right? But it's still pretty decent. Like, overall, I would say, like, we made money off of just buying 5 of those. And then these, just look at how much they cost. Like, look at that. I don't buy that. If you have something you desperately need a reset and you're really feeling it in your boner that, like, you're like, wow, this is gonna be a banger. Yeah, go ahead. I won't stop you. But generally speaking, I avoid this like the plague. Okay, this is pretty huge. We just unlocked Reforging. I know for a fact we got a couple of pieces that are good. 102 equipment score. I'm slamming that. I don't even need to think about those. Like, that's good. What are those pieces? They're pretty much out of, I would say, about 10,000 materials I've crafted on this new account. The only good pieces I've got. I mean, also, like, some of those are guaranteed free pieces, like, you get from the game. One of the really important things when you hit level 60, right, is unlocking RTA. Doesn't mean you should immediately start doing it, but it's kind of important to have it unlocked. Okay, yeah, we get it. Please, let me skip. Word Arena is much different from anything you've experienced so far. Don't rely too much on old tactics. I feel like a lot of people who have been dying in RTA needed to hear that. Okay. All right, this is the important one. We want to grab that. Oh, we can't grab these. Unlucky. Okay, that's fine. We got what we came for, right? I will not say words about this ring. It's okay. My precious is going sky. Not sure that's the sky I'm expecting, but you know what? Fuck it. We'll take that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do with this, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, my precious.
I'm ranked number 1 in gold 1. Bat chest, dude. Just send my dumbass to masters. Let's fly. Yes, sir.
I've been waiting for this moment. Release mana.
Yeah, I really like the speed tunings. Bologna goes, 3 defense breaks, RB goes. Like, wow. I love Epic 7. It's probably one of the, like, the few really fun things about Epic 7. Like, when your tuning works the way you expect. And your team building was, like, on point. Oh, bat chest, Masters 5. Oh, I am gaming, dude. Yeah, for anybody who's actually wondering, this is like the equivalent of plat in any other game. All right, it's not actually like Masters. Like if you're scaling this to League of Legends, this is like plat. Whew, okay, that's all I got today. Bye. Also, my mom bought me some mooncakes today, so I'm gonna go grab one right now and try it, cause my mom just sent me a text. She's like, "Are they good?" I actually have no idea. I was working and I really wanted to play Epic 7, so I have fucking no clue. So I gotta let my mom know. I can't let my mom down like this, guys. She asked me, so I gotta do a taste test right now and let her know if it's good. MVP mom, dude, Joe, you don't even want to know. So this is what happened, right? The day she was leaving, I'm like helping her pack and everything, and she was like, "Yeah, so I got these mooncakes. They're really good, and they're like, this is like a super good brand. They're like a bakery in China with like a super old brand. They're super reputable. Their mooncakes are always good." She has like 2 boxes, right? She's like, and they sell them at Costco. So you know the price is good. I'm like, awesome. She's like, "Yeah, I got this one for your grandma and I got this one for your uncle." And she was leaving that day. I'm just looking at her. I'm like, "What about, you know, me?" And she's like, "Oh." She's like, "I'll get you some after I land in China. I'll just ship it to our house." So, she completely forgot. So I'm gonna try some right now. She shipped some to the house. These are from Walmart. These are the Sun Given brand, lava custard. I think I'm supposed to microwave these a little bit because it's supposed to be lava custard, which is like very liquidy custard that kind of like melts in your mouth. But you know what? We'll just go for it. I feel you. I'm the middle child. I was an only child for like 13 years, dude. I could care less. I'm good. I have one younger brother that I'm 13 years older than, so I'm good. I had 13 years of being an only child. I had it all. You know what I mean? But on the subject of this mooncake, oh my fucking god, I love custard. This custard is really good. Oh my god. It's sweet from the custard, and because it's custard, it's naturally savory, and because it's a mooncake, you guys know they have to mix a little bit of the salted duck egg in here a little bit. It gives it a very grainy texture, so much that when the custard melts in your mouth, it breaks down in a very interesting texture way that mixes savoriness, sweetness, and saltiness. It's overall just a really good time. Holy shit, it's like a party in your mouth, man. Fuck. I love my mom. This is damn good. Can you confirm, like, Divine was physically talking to a real life IRL, like an adult female woman, and Sue is just somehow behind him thinking it was a good idea, like, "Hey man, let me talk to you about Magic the Gathering and other card games, which I think are really cool." Like, can you actually
Yes.
How? Phyllis! Is anybody out here looking at your buddy talking to a real life woman? And you're just behind him like, "I should talk to this guy right now about Epic 7. And I think that's really cool. We even stopped Sue one of the times he was about to do it again. Bro, say cab right now. Say cab right now. Bro, say cab right now. What? Huh? Sue hit Divine with the Brigida S3 IRL? No. Stop.